So I'm sharing this video today to all the entrepreneurs out there, people who are interested in, online, making some kind of money, or just, kind of curious about how everything works. I've been in the market industry for about a decade. I started building websites with huge code before you had the drag and drop. Before you can, today almost in 2026, AI is there, so most people don't need a code anymore. So it makes it so much easier. But I've been doing it since day one, 10 years ago, and it's been evolving. And it's amazing because I've spent so much time, energy, and money. And I almost feel like I have my PhD. There's so many marketers out there that I learn from and I follow and I meet everywhere. And it's just awesome, to be in this community, to be helping people out in businesses, and you have a mission to change people's lives. And they have this amazing idea, and you kind of construct it and kind of create a blueprint to bring it to life. And it's amazing. So I help people with the credit, building apps, websites. And now today I'm more like the architect. You just kind of create the plan, set it up, because the blueprints are everything. You can have the greatest product in the world, but you don't have the actual system to get there, you're not going to make it. So I thought I'd shoot this content today and talk to people who want to become an entrepreneur. Or, the first thing I always tell everybody is go to your phone settings. And today, it's all about data and information. So I want you to go see how much time you spend on Instagram and Facebook and social media. If you have an iPhone or an Android, you can pull those statistics up right now. So I want you to pull up your settings and see how much time you spend on there. Most people spend over 25 to 30 hours a week on Instagram. That's almost like going to a job. That's a lot of time, energy you're spending. If you're doing 23 hours a week times 52 weeks, that's a whole lot of hours you're spending. But you should be gaining something back besides, getting hit by all these advertisers and following everybody. You want to start monetizing and growing something. So I tell everybody, let's reallocate your time. If you're already on Instagram, you might as well be on Instagram doing something productive. So, the next question people always ask me, well, Ernie, I don't have nothing a great idea. I'm just, a musician. I'm nothing big, or I'm just like I asked my sister, she's a stay-at-home mom, and a military mom, or it doesn't matter what industry, but it's about creating a group, people to connect with and starting a conversation. If you can have a conversation and connect with people and they love you, they feel your energy, that's all it's about. So if you're a musician today and you're trying to monetize, how do you do that? And, with Instagram and Facebook, and it's not about having over 200,000 followers, but it's about, getting ROI, making money so you can actually, keep advancing in your dreams and in your business or your musician, being a musician. So, it's about creating content, getting people to follow you, and having real followers, people that genuinely like you and care. So, I tell everybody every day, number one, create an Instagram, start creating friends, look for people online, message them. You got to put some work into it. Spend 2 hours a day messaging people, creating friendships, and growing. Because the more followers you have in a certain industry, the more you'll grow and flourish. So, if you're sitting at home like my sister, and she used to create her little experiments with her children, she's a stay-at-home military mom in the base. They were doing like the little, was it soda and Mentos, and you blow everything up. It was kind of funny. I was watching the video and I was telling my sister, well, you should get that, and create content, so all the other military moms can see, because you guys are going through the same struggles. Sometimes, it's a different kind of lifestyle from a civilian lifestyle. So they all have this like certain connection they love, and just like a musician, your music, you need to have everybody in the United States or in the world who really likes you generally. So maybe you have to have a story about yourself so you can connect. People want to feel the energy. They don't want to just see, oh, here's another upcoming rapper. He has all the bling and he's trying to do the stunner and showing off with the gold teeth. But, that's old. People will watch you temporarily, but they won't actually follow you. So I want to get behind the person and see exactly who you are. So if you kind of talk about yourself and, the embarrassing moments or something that, that you hold sacred to yourself, and people are watching, they're like, you know what, man, I like that guy, or I fuck with him, I connect, because, you're sharing something about yourself. And, people love people who are progressing. Sometimes I always tell people, if you're driving down the road and have you ever noticed somebody has like a flat tire just parked on the side, nobody helps them. But as soon as someone's outside pushing their car or trying to make the, fix it, all of a sudden, there's people out there trying to jump on and help, because, people like to help people who want to help themselves. So online, if you're doing something, you have a following, people will connect with you and want to see you to do good. So it's about creating those followers. If you're staying at home mom and a musician. It doesn't matter what industry you are. I actually did a test recently, about a couple years ago actually, and I wore a size 13 shoe, so I was on Instagram just looking for people who wore a size 13 shoe, and in about 3 weeks I had about 600 people. It was amazing because we connect with people who wear a size 13 shoe. Talk about sometimes it's hard. You can only go to Ross to find some good shoes. So once you had all those people, now you can go online, maybe to Alibaba or somewhere. You can drop ship some really cheap shoes now, and buy them in bulk and sell them. And you're not having to go and buy different sizes. You can buy 5 different style shoes really cheap, and offer them all as a package to everybody. Now, if you have 800 followers, and I bought $10 shoes, and I'm giving them 5 shoes, for $150, they're gonna opt in and they're gonna actually want to buy it because they connect with you. It's a community. If you're staying at home and you're sitting like you're my sister, if you're a stay-at-home mom, you can monetize, connecting with all those other military mothers. Maybe you sell a product, and if you have 1,000 people, and let's say 3 times you have them purchase something for $30, that's $100 everybody's spending. That's $100,000 a year you can make at home. Just doing that, just connecting with people, talking in the camera. It's amazing, so it doesn't matter if you're a musician, if you're trying to make it in the industry, don't try to shoot for those 15 to 20, 30,000 followers. Go look for the 1,000 people that will really help you strong and grow. And if you're building a new Instagram, don't be discouraged. Keep creating content, keep growing it, and organically you'll start getting some people following you. And then once you have that momentum, it's just like a snowball effect. You're gonna get there. But the biggest thing is taking action and doing that. So if you're a musician out there, you can really monetize if you have 1,000 followers. Maybe if you have all their information, those 1,000 people's phone number, emails, and you have a new song that comes out, and you're like, yo, check this out. Here's my new song, and you text the link to everybody. Check it out on Spotify, or Tidal pays you more money for that, or you have your own individual thing. But you can send them, say, hey, if you love my music, and this is my my passion, can you help me and support me? Here's my Cash App. Send me $5, for the song if you love it and you want to help me out. Now, if you have 1,000 people spending $5, you're making $5,000. So you can do all kind of stuff with your with your list, and that's what's about having a CRM and understanding the back end of the Instagram, and how to get your clients, your customers, your followers, the people who connect with you and get their information, because you want to send your thoughts, or maybe you have a wild day and you want to share some amazing experience. But when you text them and they follow you, it's more of a connection. So, that's how you can make money online today in 2020. And, this is something old. This is something from 2010, just creating the basic stuff. The stuff I'm telling you right now is what we've been doing the last decade, and it's kind of, getting ready to change pretty soon, but it's all the same. Just building your applications. You can build apps today. Like I said, it's not hard. Tech is not hard. It's about understanding it. And the biggest mistake I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs make is trying to do it themselves. I can do everything myself. I can create a funnel, ads, edit. But the thing is, you got to sometimes look at it, and like I say, you're the architect. You're like building a house. The quickest way to build a house is not you do it by yourself, but to hire a team to come help you do it. And you're like, okay, do this. I know this specific. I want to make sure we lay the drywall this way, or do this and that. So, that's what you got to understand. And once you get to the different level of an entrepreneur, you start scaling. So you can't compare yourself to other people, because I always say there's like 3 different stages of entrepreneurship. The first one is trying to make sure you survive, get your, look out for yourself, make sure you can grow. Push everybody away that's bringing you down. And once you get there, maybe then you can start contributing and giving back and growing. And that's the second phase of doing that, is able to connect with other people and keep growing your brand. And like I said, there's different levels and different stages. But if you want to start off today, like I said, stop wasting time on Instagram and social media. Let's reallocate that time and build something amazing so you can grow today and have a side pocket of a good $10,000, $20,000, a year. Or maybe if you want to make $100,000 a year, you're an artist, you're staying at home, you're a mom, and you want to do something, you can have a community. It's almost like a new family relationship, and it helps you. You love doing it, and at the same time, you can monetize and make money. So, I thought I'd spit that to you guys a little bit today. And if you like this information, leave a comment. Show some love. And I have a lot of people always ask me, they want to become entrepreneurs. I help people, start the LLC or build a website. Any information people have, go ahead and inbox me. I'm always, messaging people back. So if I'm a little late sometimes, I just got a big Instagram message, a bunch of people on Messenger. So hit me up, and I'm here to help everybody out.